I'm gonna just be honest with you, man. I'll go to Cage Wars, man. Hold on. We can't do something like this. Boom. Alright. Something more like this. Something more like this from this one. Alright. We set us off live on Facebook. You know the vibes, man. I'm gonna just keep it a buck with you, man. I'm gonna keep it a buck with y'all. Pinned comment. Preview. What? Discord.com. The Cage Wars 66-minute pull-out thing here. Let me just get the card on the screen. This is the situation, man. It is what it is. It's what we sign up for in this game. This is life. This is life, brothers. It sucks to deal with. In a game, this game comes with so many ups and downs, man. You put a lot in. You can get a lot out. But you gotta put a lot in, man. Really out here giving a piece of ourselves. But listen, man. It is what it is. This hurts to see, obviously. For me. Shout out to, first and foremost, I'm gonna say, shout out to Hayden and Jaleel, because this is a great main event. It is a great main event. And shout out to all the other fighters on the card. I mean, I'm looking at the thing right now. And, you know, especially over this last year, I've had interactions with, and even trained with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Most of the card, man, like, I'm all for the community in general. The MMA community as a whole. Like, over this last couple months, I've traveled around and met most of these guys, and through the different things I do in MMA community, for the community, I've been able to build a relationship with most of these people. And I know what they're all putting into it. So I just want to say, like, it's still a great card. All these dudes are grinding. Even some of the names you don't see, man. I mean, Aiden, UGC guys coming up with Slovak. I've been in there training with them. I'm seeing them grinding and growing. Ryan Martin, of course, veteran in the game. Josh DePace. Not only did I fight him, but I train with him. But, you know, it still sucks to look at this main event, man. You used to see yourself on there. You used to see Big Piss at the top. And this is my first main event, bro. Believe it or not, right? Believe it or not. For all the stuff, yo, thank you, bro. I appreciate it. I appreciate the words of kindness. And, but yeah, like, believe it or not, bro, it's my first main event. Like, in some way, in some form, I was looking forward to this a lot. I mean, I feel like I deserve it, if not off ability, but off of at least name value and what I bring to not just myself, but the other fighters. But yeah, it hurts to still see it and not see my main event. And I've been training for 2 fights, like putting together really good camps. I felt like a lot of people are nice enough to commit to me and help me out along my way. Like, I've been able to receive support from pretty much every gym, every local gym. And like, now I'm welcoming with like open arms. So like, you know, everyone helps me. Everyone's at least invested something into me, whether it be a word of advice, let me use their facility, something. So I feel like, you know, you want to give those people some payoff. I do a lot of promotion for myself because, like, bro, I tell people all the time, like, you know, one angle is that oh, maybe it's you all the promotion you do of yourself, man, you get these people scared to fight. Like, that's not the case. And like, I feel like, first of all, I'm not in this. No, I feel like none of us should be in this thing to just like be on some like spiritual pursuit of like glorific perfection or whatever. Like, yeah, we're in this fighting game to like build a fan base, get your name out there, and get lit, make money, get big fights, and get lit. Like, no one's in here to just, you know what I mean, change the life of their families for generations. That's what we're all in here for. And so I'm doing that the best I can. You know what I mean? The way I think it needs to be done. And like, bro, there's no golden carving path in this game. Everybody's different. So like, I'm just doing what I know day to day. Like, if you tell me like, yo, maybe you shouldn't put so much like content out or whatever, it's like, bro, then what am I doing this for, bro? Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, and you can't say it's like a coward. This is a good fighter. He's a strong fighter that pulled out. I'm not saying I don't know what his situation was, but like, don't tell me like that they're gonna be scared and pull out. Like, bro, why would they be scared and pull out from training videos? And like I said, I'm in this to build the fan base and sell tickets, sell shirts, sell merchandise, get money, get my name out there, spread my face. Like, I'm not in here to be a secret private fighter. So, you know, if there's no content coming out, there's no point for me risking my health. You see what I'm saying? And why would I do anything that's like, yo, you're putting this out, so your opponent's going to be scared and pull out? Why would I do anything to take away from myself? To take away from maximizing every opportunity I have to step in the cage or put my face in front of people who support me. And not only that, but like, people do support me. So it's like, you know, some of these people are motivated by me on a daily basis. Some of these people are inspired. Some of these people are whatever. Like, I'm not going to limit a single thing because it might scare people away from wanting to fight me. That doesn't make, no, we're not going to do that. We're going to get that money. And I've heard that from a bunch of people. Like, a bunch of people say that. But like, bro, this is cage fighting, bro. At the end of the day, it's to fight me in a cage. No matter how many videos I put out punching a bag, at the end of the day, you got to fight in a cage, bro. It's just, you know, it's just one of the, I'm just getting some stuff off my chest about this fight. Like, it wasn't anybody particular, but a lot of fighters, especially for fighters, former fighters will say that because, you know, whatever, they'll feel like, I'm just taking in a lot of information since I put out the video of, you know, the fight being canceled. So, you know, it's just a lot that I've been shouldering. And like I said, it's just been a long build up over this last couple months, man, of like, you know, getting my training together. I feel like I've been patching up some holes in my game and improving. And like, these are just some of the things that are swirling around. I'm just using this as a time to, like, you know, address the situation first and foremost and get some of this stuff off my chest, I guess. Like, but yeah, like, you know, I'm not gonna sell myself short on any opportunity with the fighting. I'm just not doing it. And you know, and it's not just for me either. I feel like what I do helps a lot of the fighters, bro. And you can spin it how you want. You can spin anything how you want, but I'm just doing the best I know how to do for myself and the people around me, as far as that's concerned. Oh, I don't know. We just clocked on. We just checked in the Discord. Somebody checked in the Discord. I can't see whoever it is. But yo, yeah. Hold on. This is Coach Bill. Perfect time, and Coach Bill can help me maybe ping pong some of these thoughts. Maybe you can help keep a slight leash on me. Shout out to Bill, man. Clever Combat. You know the vibes. My coach is in here. I'm just going through this. Oh, my gain is too high on the mic. My bad, bro. Yo, good looks. We got some content people in here to be able to. Here, I just adjusted it. That should be better. That should be better, folks. That should be better. But man, you know, I think I was on the content thing. Bill, can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. So, you know, nah, you can't see anything. On the content thing, I would say, like, yeah, that's just a part of that's the new era we live in, bro. We live in this content era where I say it all the time, content is the new crack. Yeah, and like, man, like I said, we had another guy, we had a backup guy. And listen, also I want to say, like, yo, Cage Wars has been more than accommodating for me with every fight and trying to fight, like, from the beginning. Because it's something I've been dealing with from the beginning, you know what I mean? Like, from my first fight, I've had a bunch of pullouts, right? And Cage Wars has always been more than accommodating. Like, they're always, they're always trying to get me an opponent. They understand what I am and what I do, and we got a great relationship. They do a lot for me, and I feel like I try to do as much as I can for them. Yeah, I appreciate that, Steve, and Cohen and all y'all. You guys are really, like I said, like, bro, this is not like just some, like, yeah, like I said, I'm in here to get my name out, but like, but I met people. I'm a guy who values the people that I meet, especially on a positive thing, and it's not just like trainers and fighters and shit, but sometimes it's just people who come out and enjoy the fights, or like, they're just looking for something to do with their kid on a Friday night, and if I can get their kid excited because they see the big pistol coming out the fight, and they're like, Dad, let's go see the fight, and like that could be a moment for a dad and a son to share, bro. Like, that's the stuff I'm in it for, bro. Like, you feel me? And like, sure, you can go about it selfishly, and you can just say like, yeah, I don't want to fight. Like, you could say I look selfish because I'm just trying to get money and clout. But I say some of these fighters are selfish because they're just trying. Like, I don't even know what they're trying to get. You know what I mean? Like, I think.
So you pointed this out before. Like, people like that are like superficially selfish are doing it the wrong way, right? Like, you say that you're selfish in some ways, but like I like the way that you describe it. You say that you're selfish because you do things that benefit others because others are going to be benefiting you at some point too. It's
truly selfish. It's truly being selfish. Like I said, you can look at my thing as selfish, but I look at the fighters who tell me like, yo, I'm not going to put out no content because I'm just going to go in there and do it. Like, no, you're selfish, bro. And you don't even understand how this game works. You don't understand how life works. It's like, but yeah.
It's like bad selfish, too. It's like short-sighted selfish.
It's short-sighted selfish. It's short-sighted selfish.
Like, they're not even really better for themselves. They're like, maybe like winning in the moment and losing in the long run.
They're like, oh, I'm going to focus on just purely training. Like, that's not the business you're in. You're not in just a fighting business, bro. So it's just a selfish, short-sighted viewpoint. And like I said, bro, I've fought under all circumstances, bro. Like I said, I understand the game I'm in. So I'm not even gonna ever at any point ever go behind the veil and like say it. And even Bill knows is my coach. Like, I'm not even gonna say it to my team. You feel me? If something happens before a fight, because I know what that means to, like, I know what energy means. So, like...
Oh, I know. Believe me, I know I gotta watch. If anything, you're the reverse, where, like, people have to look out and protect you because you would be trying to make sure that no matter what, you stay to your obligations, you perform for the fans. Like, I know that. I know that about you as your coach. That's why, like, bro, you tried to hide your fucking AC separation and shit. Like, I'm not, like, I know well enough. That's why it's important to have coaches that know and care about you too.
Yeah.
Because you would be the type that would go out there with like some fucking like a fractured spine and be like, I'll be all right. I'll be all right.
Nah, it's not for any other reason other than like, yo, one of the, like, for example, like moving on to another point that's kind of building up to like my addressing of this event, which ties into this, is like, bro, every time you have a fight, right? Even though this is amateur, maybe you're not signing a physical contract every fight, but you're signing a social contract, right? And once they put your face on that flyer, right? Once they put your face on that flyer, and this is what people don't understand, right? And this is not to say anything about me, the fighter that pulls out, the promotion, the fans, nothing. This is just reality, right? And you can say what you will to this, whether you blame me or not, and like you said, this like builds to my aura, but the fact of the matter is, this is a business, and the social contract I signed with the fans is, I'm on this flyer, I agree to this fight, you can plan around this event, that I will be there. So, building on that, to further add some build up to this point, for example, you see L on a flyer for July 19th. You're excited, but you check your schedule. Fuck, I have work, right? I have work. I can't get there. Oh, but I really want to see the fight. Fuck, I have work. Your kid, Dad, can we go see Big Pisser fight? Yeah, or your girl, like, what are we gonna do this Friday? Like, I want to do something. Oh, my friend's fighting. Big Pisser's fighting. So what do? You cancel work. You tell your girl, or your kid maybe has a game. You cancel that, right? You go and you invest your money into the ticket, right? And then
you're already taking off work, so you're losing money for that, and now you're spending money because
you're buying a ticket. You're canceling something that need to be done, and then the fight comes around. A week before, Big Pisser goes live. Sorry, he pulled out. That's last time. This time it happens again, right? It happens again. And no matter how much you support me, and I know all you guys support me, but I'm not saying you guys don't support me or you won't stop supporting me, and I won't blame you for this.
It's a little muffled. The mic is a little muffled.
Oh, my mic is muffled? What about now? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. It's just a little,
It's just like, it's a little... I think I'm bottoming out. What about now?
Sounds the same.
It sounds the same. The mic is muffled. Oh, one second. Let
me see. I'm gonna check my computer. Maybe it's just my phone.
Let me see what I can do. Let me know if the mic's muffled.
Sounds better now.
I didn't lose focus on my point, guy. I didn't lose focus. So, they all, you make the social contract, and no matter what, right? No matter what I do, when the fight doesn't happen, and this is not the blame, like, this is just what it is. Like, there's no one to blame. No one's blaming me. No one's blaming the company. No one's blaming the promotion. I don't think anyone's even blaming the fighter that pulled out. I really don't know what his actual circumstance nor reasoning to pulling out is. Like, I really don't know the reality of that. And we could paint it whichever way we want. We could say he's whatever. You can call him whatever. It doesn't matter what you call him. Like, the reality is the reality, and we'll never know the reality. But, now next time my face is on a flyer, right, and you want to buy those tickets, are you really going to go through that again? Are you really going to put your social credit on the line with your girl, your job, your friends and family, anything that you had planned to make that investment again? Like, and then if so, how many times are you willing to do it? Because at this point, it seems like, and people are reflecting this to me, and I don't know. I think it's a compliment the way they're saying it, but what I see uncertainty, and I know in business, uncertainty is the worst thing you can have, right? So people are saying, oh yeah, they're monsters, they're scared to pull out of you, I wouldn't fight you neither, blah 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 blah, right? All these things that you're saying to me is like maybe a compliment, right? I know in actuality when it's next time for me to do what my business is, which is to sell my face, sell shirts, sell tickets, sell whatever, you're gonna be like, man, for all those reasons I said he was a beast, those are the reasons that make it unlikely for the next guy to show up. So I'm not gonna make this investment. Right? That's just how it works. That's what you think, whether you consciously think it or not. That's what's going on behind your mind, right? So that's the other thing that frustrates me about this.
That's definitely true. The other side of it, though, just the silver lining, because you're not wrong. I'm not trying to disregard that point. That's true. But like, if you look at all of the BC fighters that like rise through the ranks, they go through a phase like this. Like, you remember back in the day when well, you don't because you're young, but like back in the day, Mike Tyson coming up through the ranks went through like a similar period like this, where like people would pull out, nobody would want to fight him. This happens even now in the UFC with like some of the top fighters, right? So in the amateurs, especially somebody like you, what you're saying is absolutely true, and it is something that people think about. But now it becomes more like just on the chance that they get to see Big Piss come out there, they get to see why everybody's running from him, and so it has at least some element of adding to your allure and your aura. And then couple that with the fact of like, I personally know the improvements that you're making and how hard it is that you're working.
Yeah, so, but that's what takes you. That's what I mean. People know because I put it out there, and like that's my other argument about the content is that like you see it, right, and then they see a small portion of it, right? They see a small portion of it if they follow me, but it's like it's like that's what taints. What I'm trying to say is that's what taints your opinion of it, kind of like we gotta completely remove ourselves from it. You see what I'm saying? Like obviously you know the deal. Like you gotta think like somebody who really doesn't even know me. Like you can't even think about the people who come to see me because they know me personally or they train with me every day. Like yeah, that's obviously the base core group, like the people from our gym. You know what I mean? The wrestling kids from the club. Like obviously they're gonna. I'm talking about like just the person. Like, bro, I get messages from people who are just like, yo, by the way, I'm a fan. It sucks that your fight got pulled out, and you know we don't even have any mutual friends. You know what I mean?
Right.
I'm talking about those people.
Yeah, I'm saying though, but you're so like you sort of like what you're building, like your content is now like puts you past the people that just know you personally.
Yeah.
Like you are a little bigger than that. You're not your regular just like you
No,
said,
no,
you're not
no.
that
It's not
dude
just
in the gym
fighting.
that's not putting themselves out.
Yeah, it's
Like,
not just fighting.
But yeah, like people definitely know you, even just like who don't really know you, right? So I'm even saying it's like some crazy. They don't know what you're doing in the gym. That's why like that's gonna be like the reinforcement, the justification for why they know that everybody's ducking you, because they know they don't know how hard you're working, but they do know
That you're
that
working.
your people are ducking you. Like, you know what I mean? Like they do know that you're supposed to fight. They do know you're not the one backing out, and they do know that you are in there grinding. They may not see.
No, I think it helps the aura. I think it helps the aura. But I think it hurts the. I think it hurts the. You know, it helps the aura, but I think it hurts the business. Right. The business. By the way, this stream highly motivated. This, by the way, since we got the man in the business, this stream inspired by that Swartz pack. And if you need more details, DM me on the details, bro. DM me on the details if you picking up what I'm putting down. If you picking up, if you putting down what I'm sparking up. If you sparking up what I'm putting down. That's about to be the new tagline.
I like that.
Yeah, organic. Get that organic. Yeah, you know what I was thinking about earlier, just to like, I know this is like kind of off topic, but kind of like back, and like, I was thinking about how like the weed game, like how people just like, how it's like a toxic relationship, and like between the providers and the what's it called, and the buyers, and like the gimmicks, the gimmicks keep like gimmicking, like the gimmicks go in circles. So now people are like spraying the weed with fake aroma because the customers are looking for the aroma. So then the providers are trying to add a fake aroma.
Bro,
so
it's so funny you say that. The weed game, it's so
the
funny
fight
that the
game
weed
is
game
similar.
is like any other fashionable fad game, and the new fads now are like
the smell spray,
the sweet smells. So they extract the terpenes. They get all these. Yeah, but it's funny. You're right. They got like the spray. You can distill out the parts, you know, so you can literally take the flavor and just spray that shit on. It's
crazy.
Funny.
But anyway, back to the point. We were talking about like the aura of the pullouts and stuff and what it does, and like I do agree with you, and I think it does like help an aura. But what I see, this is what I see, right? And I don't think it's completely destroyed, like, you know, the business from my business of fighting, right? But what I do think is done, I think it's hurt my like sales leading up to the fight. And like on fight week, bro, the last thing I really want to do is run around and sell tickets. Now this time, I sold a lot of tickets, and I worked with them, and I got digital tickets. And one thing I want to say about that is like I realized how much I really like when I go to sell tickets. Like I don't just pull up and sell you a ticket. Like, you know what I mean? It's not just like, yo, here's your ticket, give me your money, we out. And like I take a picture with I take a picture with the fans that buy a ticket. But I also like to sit and like kind of talk with them, and like not only is it like a good moment to connect with people who like support you, but it's also like this is also like data collection. Like I get to like kind of see, you know, they tell me some of the reasons why they follow me or support me or whatever. We talk about like not just my life but their life, and you just get to know. What I'm trying to say is you get to know the people who are supporting you, right?
Yeah, you got like a pulse. You got a pulse on the whole community. You know what's going on with them, and like you really are out there in a way that most other people aren't. Like you have a unique perspective just because you are meeting the like all different types of fans. Like I see it. It's like every single walk of life. A lot of people come together and support you in different ways, and you're out there like really getting to know people, hearing what's going on, and like you know the opinions of your fans. Yeah,
which sucks. That's what sucks about the digital ticket sales, because you kind of like it's so convenient that you kind of like with the trade-off of convenience, you lose that like genuine wholesome thing, like connection with the fans. And I always try to do that since the start. I try to do that, and I'm gonna do it this time. Like I had an obligation to be there Friday night, and you're damn Skippy. I'm gonna be in the building Friday night. Like, you know what I mean? I don't care. I'm gonna be in the building. Like even even regardless, I'm gonna go and show my face because that's like the least I can do, right? But
Yeah.
I mean, you know, that sucks, and we sold a lot of tickets. But what I think what will happen is back to the point before, because we're both ADHD, and I'm inspired off that sports pack.
Yeah.
We lost focus, but you know I think what will happen is I will sell tickets the day of the fight. Like if the guy shows up, I think I'll sell 100 tickets like right before the fight. Is what I think will happen, and that's going to be annoying in and of itself.
And yeah, you do honestly, like you do a lot of work, like not just promoting for you, but like for whatever you're a part of. And back to like the digital ticket part and like not connecting in the same way. It's still funny though because you do put out so much like content and you do really make sure to sort of like let people know what's going on. That I feel like even people, if they don't get that chance to sit down, because obviously you have so much going on. You're a full-time coach, full-time fighter. You travel the world. You learn music. Like we know you got shit going on. So as that builds, the digital tickets is still a way like for people to connect with you because they feel like they know you. You're out there. You put out more than most people. So like I know you like to connect with everybody, but there's only so much time in a day.
Yeah, that's a fact. There's just a trade-off with the convenience of it. But what I'm saying is, it'll probably help when it's like, all right, it's the day of the fight. The opponent's definitely coming. He's here. The weigh-in's done. Once they see that picture, that face-off, I think it'll pay off, and that'll fix it. Yeah. I know that's what's gonna fix everything, but it's just like, and I thought that would be this time. You see what I'm saying? But like, bro, you know what I'm putting into this, bro. Like, you know what I'm putting into this. So it's like, but honestly, like I said, I'm doing this and I'm being honest and I'm being transparent. And obviously, like, but as humans, we have like different, like, but you can't. I've learned in my short walk on life, right, that you can't ride the highs or the lows. And I know there's highs and lows, and there's gonna be them. And I try to just observe them from like a happy middle. You see what I'm saying? But like what I can't deny is that like the energy that gets taken out of your wings when a fight gets canceled, bro. And like I understand now. Like I used to laugh at like, and I'm not saying I was crying. You know what I mean? But I used to laugh at like DC when you see that visual of DC. And I'm about to just pull up the picture. When you see DC crying,
don't do it to him, bro. Don't do it.
No. They need to see the visual because as I get older, and like, bro, I'm somebody who thinks that you should change your opinion with new information, right?
Yeah. The ability to reflect and adapt and grow is like a strong sign of a good person, good mind. That's good.
1 second. Cancellati. Bro, I cannot spell. Right? I can speak in whole other languages, but I can't spell. But this image.
I can't spell either, actually.
Bro, this image, and not the one of him, but there's a video of damn, bro. There's a video of Dana White telling him like the fight got canceled, and like, bro, that's another thing to Tim. Shout out to Tim Rankins from Cage Wars. Is like, bro, he knows what I'm trying to do. He knows me, and he's always giving me like the respect and like the honor because like, bro, he could sit there and like let me sell tickets and not tell me until like the day before the fight. You see what I'm saying? He could sit there and let me like.
Solid straight shooter as long as I've known him.
A solid straight shooter, stand up dude, and he's always told me he's always told me as early as he possibly could. And like maybe like for example this fight I did know that the first opponent pulled out early and we I did know the first opponent pulled out early, but he said like, yo, I got another guy, I think we got a guy that we're gonna be able to get you to fight, and you know what I mean, whatever. And I made the business decision to be like, all right, I'm going to trust in them and see where this goes before I announce it. But as soon as I knew that there was no fight, bro, I always told him. But, like I said, Tim's a real dude for that. And it brings me to this, Dana White and DC relationship, not only because Tim looks like Dana White and I look like DC. but because this moment, bro, looking back on it now, I finally found it. I finally found it, and I'm just gonna put the video on and let you guys see it, and like, because this is what I feel like. It was a phone call me and Tim had. But this is what I feel like it's like This is what I feel like. This is the emotion I had. Not the emotion. I wasn't this emotional about it, but this is the vibe of our phone call, I guess. And like, you know what I mean? I guess he's telling me John Jones told me he's positive for it, which I think is worse. Your opponent testing for steroids and the fight getting called off. But yeah, bro, it's a rough moment. I used to like laugh at DC for this because like, yo, he act like a bitch. You know what I mean? It's easy, like, oh, he act like a bitch. But yo, bro, we put a lot into this shit, bro. This shit is an emotional roller coaster. Daily injuries, daily battling with yourself, daily taking yourself to the muddy waters, daily trying to find like people to cooperate with you to help get to your goal. Like, so I understand it now, bro. And I like, life has a funny way of teaching you your own ignorance.
I'm glad you grow in that sense. Actually, I remember having a couple of like serious competition opportunities taken away. I remember actually like being in Brazil right before I got my black belt. I signed up for this tournament. Like there was a bunch of coaches I was training with. I went to go. I got in the bullpen on the mat. I gave them my ID, but I didn't speak any Portuguese. They signed me up as Billy instead of William. My ID said William. They wouldn't let me compete, and it was like right before I was about to get my black belt. I was in Brazil. There was a whole bunch of people there. It was my last chance, as a color belt. So anyway, it wasn't anything too major, but like in that moment, I definitely felt that like
that builds up and let down. It's like blue balls. It's like blue balls. It's like blue balls, bro. I think.
Yeah, exactly. Emotional blue balls.
Emotional blue balls, bro. And it's like, bro, I guess all I can do is, and like, bro, I think I subconsciously, like, part of me subconsciously knew. You know what I mean? Like that. So, I have this trip out prepared for after. I needed the rest of it anyway. Vacation, a true like pullback from like the game, everything I do, really, honestly. But man, this shit is a letdown, man. Shit is a letdown. I think you know what I mean? I feel like I think I'm getting better with it now of like maybe like feeling like taking on everybody's letdownness of, because it's not just me. Like when the fight gets let down, it's not just my letdown, but I know so many people are like inspired and excited to see me fight, bro. Like I know what I bring, bro, and that's not on no cocky shit, but I know what I bring I know the vibe, the energy of a big pisser fight and what it brings to the cage wars and people's lives, and then even like the summer and like the show, and like even kids that get like, bro, it's hard for me not to say when like, bro, my fights have like
an event,
but not even just an event, bro. Just think about, there's some kids out there like Will, like, bro, my fight changed the course of his life. You see what I'm saying? Change.
I do.
That one fight, coming to that fight, and that encounter of me being out there, and like, bro, and think about what that grew into, like just that, like, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
Think about what that. Yeah. Not even just him, but look at like me as a coach. You see what I'm saying? Like, bro, this shit is a two-way street. Like, and that's what people don't understand about being. That's what, like, when I say I know how to be selfish, that's what people don't understand. Like, everything you do is a two-way street. It's a cycle. It's just it's a motherfucking, it's a continuum. You see what I'm saying? So like, I can say that moment changed. That moment, that moment, like him coming to the fight, me fighting, me connecting with the fans after, what that one conversation turned into, did so much for not just him, but look at me now. Look at the program we've been able to build around it, and just not just us, but you, and how it's affected everybody around us. Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, in that, and it can all be traced back to that single moment. Because if it wasn't for Will, I don't know if I would ever have interest in doing a wrestling club. Period. You see what I'm saying?
I do. And now look though, bro, that one little event has led to so many other significant events like that. It's like a ripple effect that now is like bigger now. Every wave that comes out is even bigger. Like, look at the others. You guys just sent. You have what, 2 national champs now? Like, you know what I mean?
A bunch of All-American national competitors, 4 national competitors, 1 national champ, All-American, 2 All-Americans. Like, it's grown into a lot. I just think, but you know what I'm saying? I just feel like it's just not me that's getting let down, and like my letdown is one thing, but like not just the letdowns, but the opportunities. I know how kids are, and when you miss out on something, you just feel like part of it is like you're letting them down. But I know it's not, but it's hard not to feel it. You see what I'm saying? It's hard not to feel
Yeah,
that.
I would say though, I think a lot of the letdown though is not geared in that way. I think a lot of the letdown is because the kids feel bad because they know how hard you worked. You know what I mean?
Nah,
It's not
I
like they're
know kids.
like,
Kids is like, man, I want to go to that fucking fight. Kids is like, yo, bro, fuck you. Kids is like, yo, I remember when I was a kid, but I must have just been a shit kid. Because when I was a kid, I didn't want to hear, bro, if John Cena wasn't in the main event, I didn't want to hear what the fuck happened. When they was talking about John Cena got stabbed in the club, I was like, you can get stitches. I was like, give him another kidney. Get him back in there.
I'm sure there's some little L's out there like that. But especially any of the kids who you coach, and because you are out there. And
Nah, they know. Like, if I knew John Cena, I would know the deal. He'd be like, yo, listen, little man, I've been on the road for fucking 15 months straight. I need a break. I'm like, I get it, John. I didn't know it was like that. But like, just as a kid watching who's not fully connected, man, you're like, man, fuck that shit.
Nah, I know, but I personally know because I remember seeing and talking to a lot of, at least like a lot of the, like we have a bunch of wrestling students under you, bro, and they were all like, man, I see L grinding all the time. I feel so bad. It was a lot of that, bro.
That's what I'm saying. They know. They know. They're there. I'm talking about the ones like, bro. It's different when you're there every day, and then obviously people know you're grinding, but they don't see it fully, so it just doesn't. But I'm not blaming them. I'm not saying it's their fault. They just don't see it though. Like out of sight, out of mind. You know what I mean? Out of sight, out of mind. And they're just like, man, I wanted to see that fight. It's hard to do it unless you're in it every day and you see it every day. And then you're like, oh, I get it. That sucks.
Yeah, that definitely exists. There's definitely a large population of that. I'm just pointing out you do got a bunch of now like students under you that do see that other side. But of course,
they're gonna know regardless. You know, we keep it real. Over at Clever, we keep it real with our kids. I even tell the coach, sometimes I tell the kids, like, man, you know the move better than me. You teach the move. You show me the move. You do that.
We don't have egos there. We're just trying to make our shit perfect.
We're trying to make you better, bro. We're just trying to make you better. Like, you know what I mean? Like, real talk.
Yep.
But
exactly.
They know, obviously, and like, they're all like, I mean, they're what else every day? You see what I'm saying? Like, as coaches, is not just your responsibility to like to teach them a move. Like if you see them doing the move wrong, I think you should obviously correct the move. But like for me personally as a coach, like it's move, but then if you say some weak mindset shit, then I'm like, oh nah, we gotta correct that too. Like that's just as important as like correcting the move. I mean, coaches did that shit for me, so I feel like it's only their duty to do it back. Yeah, let's do it back.
Of, like, mindset outside of technique that really helps you develop as a fighter and a person.
But I think that's what makes them. Yeah, that's also what makes them understand the situation so well. You know what I mean? But I don't know. I guess, like, long story short, man, like it is what it is with the fight, man. It sucks that I can't be there and I gotta go, and I'm still gonna go and support all the other fighters because they support me in training. And there's many other ways, just like, you know, going along with my shenanigans sometimes and shit. Like, sometimes I be trying to get these fighters. You know, sometimes, I be trying to get the fighters to do shenanigans, and they be like, oh, I'm not fucking with your shenanigans today. They're like, I can't do the shenanigans, bro. Well, I just be trying to turn y'all up, bro. I just be trying to help you out however I can, you know what I mean? I want to see everybody else do good, and, like, you know, I want to get to a point where all my fans are not just excited about my fights. You know what I mean? They're just excited about like the people I'm around's fights. And if I can get like one more other fighter, like to have like a couple more fans, that's lit to me. That's lit as fuck to me. And it's just like more evidence of like, you know what I mean, what I can bring to the table and how I can adjust any situation I'm in and like to its benefit.
I see you out here. You're growing the sport. You're growing it for everybody. Like that's one of the things I always noticed. You out here making flyers for your opponents and shit, and like that's that like true selfish, like benevolent selfishness. Like you know how to like.
Nah, it is that because I know if they think that they're gonna beat me, oh, they want to see that fight, bro. Like I know it takes two to tango, bro. It takes two to tango. Like people don't want to see a squash fight. You know what I mean? That's why they were excited about this main event, bro. That's why I was excited about this main event because I felt like we were two fighters, heavyweights at a similar point in our you know what I mean, our progress. We started at a similar time. I felt I was looking forward to it. Yeah, I was looking forward to being in it, bro. Training for it. We was training for it. We had to get it, man. That's what I feel like people were so excited. This is like people want to see a good fight, bro. They want to see a good story. That's why I try to tell a story, and they need the payoff, but now there's no payoff. And the fans got blue balls. The fans got big piss blue balls. You know what I mean?
Bro.
They got big piss blue balls.
But that's right. They're still just waiting for that release, though. They're still gonna.
That might be the next shirt, man. I think it's the next shirt. Big piss blue balls.
That's not funny, bro. That's actually
big piss blue balls. They want to see him fight. They got big piss blue balls.
Big piss blue balls.
But how are we gonna do that design? But how are we gonna do that design that's suitable for like merchandise sales, bro? And maybe get the big pisser guy just holding like 2 blue basketballs.
We gotta brainstorm on that shit, bro. There's a funny idea that appropriate.
Bro, you gotta make it just barely appropriate. Big piss blue balls. T-shirt coming soon.
Apply it just enough. Yeah.
The big piss blue.
The joke's gotta be in there.
Yeah, like old school Cartoon Network style, like old SpongeBob style. Big piss blue balls. They want to see him.
Hide the joke in there.
Let him fight. That's the Bill Schwartz pack got me talking about big piss blue balls. That shit got me elevated. My motherfucking my third eye is fully awakened. I am Allah. That's that Bill Schwartz pack. The Bill Schwartz pack.
It gives you that third eye view into your perspective.
Yeah, you hit the Bill Schwartz pack and the OGs ask you what's the science, young God. Somehow you just understand it. You just know the math. Like, oh, I know the math today. Yo, listen. All right. Yo, I feel like I said everything that's mainly need to be said, bro. Like, it sucks there's no fight. It is what it is. I'm gonna be in the building Friday. Make sure y'all still go out, especially if you bought a ticket. Make sure y'all still go out and support, man. I'll be in there holding it together. holding it together. Usually I'm holding it down, but I think this time I'll just be holding it together. Maybe I'll do some content or something to get my mind off to try to still make the best out of a shitty situation. You know, that's me. Making the best out of a shitty situation. But this is what we'll do. I'm going to end it here, bro. Thanks for listening to me vent, guys, and giving me some feedback and whatever. And if you're watching this later, feel free to leave your thoughts, feelings, and kind words in the comments, and hopefully I can help you with that big piss blue balls.
The release is coming.
Big piss blue balls. Okay.